So by now we have all heard the bad news. Unfortunately, just like any tragic event in the course of human existence, the pain and suffering of the victims will be exploited to score political points in pursuance of political dogma and legislation. This is true for any event, whether it be a mass shooting or any such method of violence an individual or collective seeks to inflict on civilization. In place of much needed unity and real discussion, political opponents will speak rhetorically and fundraise for their respective sides. Scapegoating access to firearms, of course, will be one of these methods. The only fundraising done should be to directly aid the community of the Florida town, ignoring the declining rates of violence and ascending standards of living, disregarding the fact that the assault weapons ban of 1994 through 2004 had little effect on shootings, despite the fact that less individuals commit such atrocities as we saw yesterday. Politicians and lobbyists will use one unhinged individual with a resentment of being to restrict the rights or privileges of law-abiding gun owners across the nation, especially the 5 to 10 million people of law-abiding Americans and responsible gun owners who own the same type of firearm as the deranged individual, myself included. It's important to note that forcing people who respect the rule of law to surrender their right to own property as a means of defense, sport, and hunting, regardless the intentions behind it, is wrong. Of course, this unhinged man did something reprehensible. Two things can simultaneously be true. Culture is the answer. We have a culture problem. I feel optimistic for the future and for a statistically less violent society. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. Thomas Jefferson.